Do you like sports as much as we do?
You came to the right place.
We're here to bring you weekly episodic sports shows each and every week on
RogerandGregSportsTalk.com. You can also find us on YouTube, like us on Facebook. We're also on Twitter.
We look forward to bringing you hot topic sports each and every week. Thanks, guys.
Welcome, everybody, to Roger and Greg Sports Talk. I have Steve on the webcam. He's our special guest for this evening. And we have Greg on the phone. How's it going, guys? What's up?
Today's going great.
Hi guys, how's it going?
How you doing, Steve? How's the Florida life treating you?
Florida is doing very well. We're sitting at about 73 degrees and pretty nice out.
That's good. It was a rainy day in Texas today, fans, but now we're going to get started right now. Greg, what do we have in store for the fans this evening?
I would like to make this show special and make it all about WrestleMania.
WrestleMania?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. WrestleMania it is, fans. Alright, Greg, let's get started. What do you think of WrestleMania? How do you think it's shaping out to be?
I think we could end up being very disappointed. I think that they've been teasing a lot of comebacks like Goldberg, Rosh, Michaels, Shawn Michaels. But one would think that if they were going to do any of these returns, they would advertise them now to help sell out that. What do you guys think?
Steve, what do you think about what Greg said?
I think they're gonna, like he said about bringing back all our classic guys. You know, the only one that's really been off, like on the WWE website, that got moved to the active roster was The Rock for all his sports memorabilia stuff to be sold. So I do believe he's gonna be the deciding factor on the main event.
I agree. I think The Rock's going to play some role into helping Roman Reigns defeat Triple H at WrestleMania. I agree with these guys. I agree with Greg. WrestleMania is a real disappointment for me, and it has a lot to do.
We already know The Rock is going to be himself. He's going to be there. And what capacity is he going to be there? I can't imagine putting his foot into the main event because we really see him doing Raw after WrestleMania.
Steve, what do you think about?
I think, he's going to be a one-hit wonder, and, he's getting old, so he might have a one-more-year contract, and who knows, I think he's going to go out with a bang with the WWE, so he could be Undertaker's next opponent at the next WrestleMania.
Yeah, Undertaker's analysis. He's going to keep wrestling.
Well,
Guys, I read up on... Go ahead, Steve.
I feel that, not only in the Triple H match, but the outcome of Taker and Shane, that's going to be a good one. I can only speculate on who is going to be the one coming down to help Shane out. What it comes down to is how deep are Shane's pockets.
Do you think any other superstar is going to come back and help out Shane McMahon through his match versus Taker? Like a superstar that who's not on the roster, who could be like a surprise entrance, like a returning superstar or something like that?
Goldberg's been mentioned quite a lot on the old interweb.
Who?
He can have a good factor in everything if he comes back.
Who did you say, Steve?
The whole Goldberg. I feel that if Goldberg, he's another one that if he makes a comeback, that he's going to play a big deciding factor in how this all plays out.
That would be awesome. I would love to see Goldberg back in the mix. I think that would be very entertaining for the fans. I certainly would love it. But What about Kurt Angle, guys? I mean, there's, as we know, Kurt Angle finished his last match with TNA, and he's one of the hottest free agents out there right now. And, you know, if you look at the history between, like, Shane McMahon and Kurt Angle, there's been some bad blood, like, at pay-per-views and everything where they fought, and, you know, they still have kind of like, you know, a good rivalry that was set back in the day. But I think maybe Kurt Angle could fit in that, you know, match somewhere and just kind of like going in there and mess up Shane's right to be general manager of Raw, you know, like control of Raw.
We'd like to kind of guys and the reason I have done research and go on. I had watched interviews and the video stuff and after the TNA days. He has given every indication that yes, he will be back in WWE, but he also says he wants time off. He's been wrestling for the last 17 years without really an extensive time period off. So next WrestleMania, I put my house on it. This WrestleMania, I would be shocked. Now, does that mean it's not going to happen? Absolutely not. I mean, he can show right up on WrestleMania and hold the main event and be on Monday Night Raw, wrestle in 2 weeks someday. What do you think, Steve?
I'm not a big Kurt Angle fan. I feel to an end with his career. I mean, I don't know how much of an asset he'll be to the WWE. I just don't know on that one.
Kurt Angle is a legend, Steve. Kurt Angle has won championships in WWE. He's been champion in TNA. I mean, he's definitely a big star. I mean, I don't understand how you can say Kurt Angle's not like a big-time player. I mean, I think he's in the same caliber as like guys like The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, you know, Kurt Angle's up there. If you put him in the top 10, he's got to be in there. He's got to be in there somewhere.
I feel you're right. He is a legend, but just like The Rock and everybody else that, you know, in his era, they all retired already. You know, I feel that Kurt Angle's been around a long, long time, and how many big matches does he actually have left?
I mean, well, you see guys in the wrestling business now. I mean, like, look at Sting before he got injured, The Undertaker. I mean, those guys are old. I mean, I think the fans are not really expecting that much out of these guys to wrestle. I mean, they know they're old, but they still like to see them. I think that's what fans would love to see, just to see that certain wrestler in the ring and just get the excitement from it because you haven't seen them in a long time. I mean, that's just my opinion, but...
Okay, Roger, we said Sting and The Undertaker. Do you realize we're talking about guys that wrestle once a year?
But, come on, I mean, Undertaker and Sting, I would love to see that. I don't care how old they are. I'm one of those guys, if they got in the ring, I look at their history, I look at all they've accomplished, and I look at their character and their appearance, and I still think they could put on a hell of a show. Undertaker, with his whole gimmick itself, puts on a good show itself. You know, with him rising up from the dead, so to speak, staying with, you know, just with his personality and with his appearance, I think they will both put on a good match. It doesn't matter to me if it's a high-flying acrobatic match to me. If there's character, if there's personality in a match, that's all I really want to say. I think that's all anyone.
If you want to see the build-up to the match, you don't want to see a good match, though.
Listen, mate. If you throw in a lot into your falls, I mean, of course you're going to see Sting with the Scorpion Deathlock, with the Stinger Splash. You're going to see The Undertaker with his Tombstone Pile Driver, you know, moves like that and everything. You show these guys kicking out 10, 12 times a piece and everything, you know, you're going to see a good match. I think that could put on a good match. And I think if Sting wasn't injured...
It's obvious that we can keep arguing about this all night, but we can move on to, obviously, the main event of WrestleMania. I consider it the main event. Shane McMahon, Undertaker. I think we should just go around the room and let everybody voice their opinion. Let's start with Steve. Steve, what do you think about Shane McMahon and Undertaker? I'm talking build-up, the end. Who's going to win?
I'm going to have to put my stake on Shane O'Mac. He's got some spunk left, and I see you shaking your head, Roger.
So you're literally sitting there saying that Shane McMahon's going to beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Yes, because that way, whoever's going to interfere is going to have Taker's next match at next WrestleMania.
I don't know.
So, it could be Brock. Brock and him left on some bad terms. Shane McMahon's got some deep pockets.
Well, who
And
wants to see Brock Lesnar versus Shane McMahon again, though? I mean, who wants to see Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker again, though? They've already fought, what, 4 times already? No, even in the younger days, even in the past, they fought like 3 times. How many times you have to see it before they know that they have both of their number?
I don't know. I'd like to see it again because it's been a good match. It's always been an exciting match for those two.
Yes, they put on a good match, which so does like Dolph Ziggler and Kevin Owens. You know, they put on a good match at Raw, but
He's going to win the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. You leave Dolph Ziggler out of it.
can we talk about something real quick? Why is Dolph Ziggler looking like Shawn Michaels? I've seen him these past couple months on Raw and everything, and he's like totally transforming into a young Shawn Michaels. Greg, would you agree with that? It's a bad thing. You can't.
Why is it a bad thing? He wants to be a legend?
That's like putting Curtis Axel as Hulk Hogan.
You're sexy bird, sexy bird.
That's like putting Curtis Axel as Hulk Hogan.
That he was a legend. I think Shawn Michaels actually probably thinks it as a compliment.
I think Shawn Michaels is sitting there shaking his head and saying, "This is what they're going to turn me into."
Yeah, I think Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Ziggler.
I think Shawn Michaels is shot with a little.
One of the best wrestling matches you've ever seen in your life.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Dolph Ziggler is a hell of a wrestler. He's awesome. He's a high flyer. He's got the moves. He's got the athleticism. You know, this guy is awesome. Don't get me wrong. But to turn him into a Shawn Michaels, that's stretching it quite a bit, ladies and gentlemen. Dolph Ziggler is not at Shawn Michaels' level. He probably never will be.
Okay, we have to go back to McMahon and Undertaker, Roger. Who's gonna win?
The Undertaker. The Undertaker's gonna win, and Shane McMahon is probably gonna continue this feud with his father. He's gonna probably have his feud with Stephanie, and you know, he's probably just gonna be like, "Hey, I'm not gonna leave that easily and everything. I'm entitled to what I want and everything and such." You might just see it go on for another month into after WrestleMania. I just don't see the Undertaker.
Okay, my opinion is, and this is why you come to Rock and Greg Sports Talk for your wrestling news. Shane McMahon's contract is that they have for WrestleMania. So therefore, he is not the Undertaker. The Undertaker will win. Unfortunately, the Edward and National Control Monday Night Raw back Monday night.
So you think Shane McMahon's going to have control of Raw, right?
No, Undertaker's going to win, and that whole storyline will be over at this.
I hear that. I see that. But guys, listen. I had a thought earlier. Now, I'm probably sketching a little bit, and I'm probably just going out on a limb here, but tell me if this would be exciting or not. Listen, let's say Undertaker goes to beat Shane McMahon, okay? But let's say the lights go off and Sting's music comes on through the speakers. And Undertaker's like looking around and everything, and like Shane hits him with like a weapon and everything and knocks out the Undertaker and gets a 1, 2, 3. Now, this would have to lead up to next year's WrestleMania if Sting is actually not retired. I've heard some speculation that Sting's not done. It's just like a storyline or something like that. But let's say if Undertaker has kind of like the same involvement with WWE as he did this year, you know, when he fought Brock Lesnar throughout the year. Let's say if he comes back, but not in a physical role, but more like feuding with Shane McMahon or something like that, and like haunting Shane McMahon because he beat him. And every single time he makes appearance on Raw or SmackDown, wherever he may be, Sting's music hits every single time and like freaks the Undertaker out and sets up a match at WrestleMania 33. Steve, what do you think about that?
Well, I'm gonna have to say, no, I can't agree with you on that thought.
Vince McMahon wants this match to happen, though. This match has been wanting to happen for years.
I think Vince is gonna intervene, and we're also not forgetting somebody else who's injured, who's gonna make a comeback probably at WrestleMania. Rollins. I think it might be a very upsetting night for everybody if he comes back.
Who?
What? Our ex-champion?
Seth Rollins?
Yes, sir.
I heard whispers about him coming back with the redoing with the Shield.
Oh, I'm so excited by that. I'm not a Seth Rollins fan at all. I don't like the guy. I
I
respect.
think he's a douchebag prick, but he does know how to manipulate everything. And he always seems to come out on top regardless of the situation. So,
He's a good wrestler too.
yeah, he has a lot of ring experience, like a lot of mat experience. And he's willing to take the chances.
Yeah, where did,
I think this WrestleMania is going to be a very good one.
Okay, Roger, we got we could have the Triple H and Roman Reigns. I'm going to quickly just say Roman Reigns for obvious reasons. Steve, what do you think?
I'll have to agree with you on that one. We're going to go with Roman Reigns. I think he deserves it. It's long awaited.
Roger.
by the long, because of how long they did the rivalry. I mean, because Roman Reigns has been like feuding with Vince McMahon and Triple H for like months now throughout the year. I'd say Roman Reigns is gonna win. I think WWE wants to give the fans more what they want. You know how like 2 years ago when Daniel Bryan won that triple threat match with Randy Orton and Batista. You know how like it was expected. I mean, everybody kind of knew.
Oh, yes, movement.
Yes. They're kind of like building stars right now, as you know, and they feel like this is what the fans want with Roman Reigns. So I agree, Roman Reigns is going to be the new champion after a lot of problems going on through the match. I do think The Rock is going to play a big part of it. So, I think Roman Reigns is going to be the winner on that.
We're running out of time, but what I would like to say is this is obviously a WrestleMania special. We will be doing a show immediately after Raw, hopefully next Monday if we're all three of our schedules. Line up and talk about it. I would just like to offer that a lot of whispers, a lot of rumors would be Shawn Michaels versus The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. It makes sense. They're in Texas. We all know Rock is there. That would be one hell of a way to make WrestleMania 32 one of the best matches ever.
I agree with you there, but you need to get off the Shawn Michaels kick.
Yeah. There's even speculation that Shawn Michaels is going to be the special guest referee in that match between Undertaker and Shane McMahon. Greg, did you hear about that?
I haven't seen him. I guarantee he's there.
No way, because if he lets Shane win, and then there's going to be a problem between him and Triple H. But then if Undertaker wins,
but Taker's not anybody's bitch. If he wins or if he loses, he's not going to have any problem from Triple H because he'll just yoke his little ass up.
Right, he's done the most of the players know he's been. And that's the storyline. So we're somewhere with that.
Well, I think something's got to happen because right now WrestleMania isn't special at all. Something's got to happen, like last year, or was it the year before?
How many WrestleManias have we said that? If you were at my house, one of the worst WrestleManias ever was The Rock versus The Miz and John Cena. That was one of the worst WrestleManias ever. So, and would it surprise me if they bust this? Not at all.
I don't know.
Okay, Roger, you need to wrap this up, give everybody our info.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to our latest edition. I want to thank Steve for taking the time out and coming on our show, and I hope you enjoyed yourself as much as I enjoyed it. And fans, if you have any questions or if you want to check us out more, you can find us on YouTube. You can like us on Facebook, and we're also on Twitter. And make sure you hit that like button for us. So tell your friends, and thank you very much. And we'll see you next time. Peace.